library.
Did you?
Yeah.
What, recently, when you were in the library?
Developing informal, spontaneous reader-to-reader book talk does take a while. It's not something that happens overnight. It's something that the children need to get used to, and it's something that I suppose initially starts with a lot of teacher scaffolding and modelling. We teach them how to do book talk, and then as time goes on, it eventually becomes more child-led. And for us, halfway through the year, the children are taking the dominant role in it, and the teacher can kind of sit back and just listen in on the conversations. And I suppose we then would contribute as any other member of the reading community.
I don't really know one for the second.
There's lots of things we do to build up the spontaneous book talk over time. One of the most successful perhaps is we have a display board which has got lots of new books that are just coming out or books that are going to be released in the next 2 or 3 months, and we get the children to talk about which ones they're looking forward to. Some of them put up mini sticky notes saying, I can't wait to see this one. So that's the way that we do it. Also, what I tend to do is, again, if we get a new book into the classroom, something that I know children will be interested in, either I'll leave it on my desk or I'll leave it on one of their desks, and maybe again with a sticky note on it with me writing a short question, I think you'll really enjoy this, or do you think you might want to have a go at reading this one? And again, what that leads on to is then the children will then talk to their friends about the book, and it will spread that book talk across the whole class. We try and initiate that conversation, at any time in the day. So, for example, when the children are lining up to come into class after lunch or first thing in the morning, or when we're going to assembly, we have those quiet little conversations as we're walking around the school. And again, it's something, if I set a question going, the children will then respond to that. They'll build on that. They'll start that conversation with each other. So what we try and do is, as well as the formal book talk, which obviously takes place in the English lessons, we try and make sure that there is probably at least every day 2 or 3 opportunities for them to have that book chat. It's something that not only can impact on the struggling readers in the class, because obviously then they're getting to hear about what their peers are reading, what books they might enjoy, but I think equally as powerfully is it has an impact on the, I call them the greater depth readers, the more the stronger readers, because they're learning about the characters, they're learning about the motivations of those characters, and as well as it giving them a better idea of what they could read going forward, it also gives them a better understanding of the text.